G'day. I'm doing the FUTR or future, however you say it, beta build here. Just thought I'd share a bit of a life hack, I guess you could call it. I found using this it's like a seat plug, or a bloody, what are they called? The wheel goes in under the seat. This plugs in the bottom, the wheel plugs in underneath here. So I was looking for something that would go up inside the bottom of the steer tube to hold a light bracket, which I made. And yeah, I found this 8mm bolt. It's got a nice round button head with security, whatever. Round button head underneath in case the tyre bottoms out. It'll only rub on the round bolt there. Yeah, so I'll turn the light off for a sec so I can show you that. Contrasting the camera too much. So that's underneath. You can see there's the front. Look underneath here, so I've got the bracket holding the light there. And so this piece has just gone up inside. Yeah, it just happened to be the right size. This is 25mm. I don't know what that means, I haven't measured it, but yeah, they say 25mm. I measured the inside of the tube there as being roughly 22, maybe 22.5mm. So I was able to hammer this up inside, and then yeah, just bolt through the little plate that I made. It holds it on really nicely. So, you know, I haven't tried it out yet, but it was quite difficult to get it in, so, you know, it's not really going anywhere. And if it does, I can always chuck a bit of glue in there just to hold it. I'll turn it on so you can see. Some eBay light that I got. So, I think it was rated for 20 watts or something, but as you can see there, she's pulling about 13 watts. So yeah, but it is quite bright. It's a very narrow beam. It's not exactly what I would have liked to have. Maybe a little bit wider beam would be more practical, but anyway, that's where I'm at. Build's coming along. I'm going to try and keep the handlebars fairly clean, probably just like this. I might add a horn button there, which I'll connect to the, if I do put an alarm in it, I'll connect it to the siren of that, so I can just chirp that as a horn. And yeah, there's one other thing actually I'm having trouble with, is this bloody chain. People have said don't use the half link with the narrow wide chain ring, and like, yeah, it's bloody annoying. That's going backwards, but it's sticking like that. Sticks to the chain ring. Quite annoying. The other way, yeah, it goes okay, but still there's wear on the chain ring already, where it's obviously got a lot of friction there, which is not good. But yeah, I'm going to swap that out, and then so the other, yeah, I'll swap it out to just a normal narrow chain ring. Should solve that drama, but the next problem will be dealing with this slack here. Basically I'm like 3/4 of a link away from pulling that onto where I want it, so I might order a 35 tooth chain ring and then take one link out, and hopefully then I'll have a nice amount of slack in the chain, not too loose, not too tight, you know. But vertical dropouts don't allow any tensioning of the chain, so if anyone's got suggestions on tooth count for the rear and front on the beta, flux beta, or future beta, whatever you want to call it, yeah, let me know what you use, if you've been able to do it without using a chain tensioner, because I would prefer that look. As I've only got one gear, I don't need a bloody derailleur. But yeah, if I have to add a chain tensioner, so be it. But yeah, I would like to keep it nice and clean without a derailleur or a tensioner. And yeah, I've got this bash guard, which I did have on there, but I wasn't sure if the chain was touching that or if it was sticking, but yeah, now I've found that's pretty much sticking to the narrow wide chain ring. So when I get the new chain ring, I'll put this back on and hopefully that'll be okay. And then if not, I've made up these washers to